Good morning, colonists. Oh, wait, I forgot. We just signed the Declaration of Independence, and that means we are now statesmen. My name's David Murphy.
And I'm Austin Gebhardt.
With your Colonial News Brief.
We are recapping the last 25 years of being colonists. Now that we are statesmen, we are moving on to a new era. The Declaration of Independence is actually recognizing the changes that are taking place in our new states.
Now, we're just calling it the Declaration of Independence for short. Obviously, the full title is the Unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America.
Today we are going to recap the 25 years of being colonists, now that we are statesmen. But let's take it all the way back to 1754, when the French and Indian War started. The French and Indian War was fought over the western lands of Pennsylvania and Ohio, but after winning the war, it solidified Britain's hold on us. So
now, thankfully, this left the British government with a huge war debt that they expected us to pay for. But don't worry, we still haven't. Never will. Also, George III was determined to deal more firmly with us, but as American colonists, we were rebels.
Yeah, he basically just wanted us to help pay for the war, because he didn't have enough money as it is. So the king and his ministers levied taxes on tea, sugar, glass, paper, and other products. But the Stamp Act of 1765 imposed the first direct tax on us colonists. It required us to pay, like, for legal documents, pamphlets, newspapers, and even, like, dice and playing cards.
I mean, how are we going to gamble? Come on.
He's taking all our money anyways.
I know. Let's take it all the way back to 1773, when some of you colonists, maybe even our viewers, dressed up as Indians, put on your mohawks, and decided to dump 342 chests of British tea into the Boston Harbor. That really crashed that teabagger party.
But at the beginning of the French and Indian War, Ben Franklin actually thought of the Albany Plan for the Union. But, like most things, he got it rejected. And in 1765, the colonies sent delegates up all the way to the state of New York and called the Stamp Act Congress and started protesting King George's actions.
I mean, he did kind of deserve it.
He was kind of a knucklehead.
Also in 1773, still being rebellious, a bunch of organized committees of correspondence were urging resistance to the British. Samuel Adams, no, not the beer, established the first committee in Boston, Massachusetts, and it alone had over 80 members.
That's more than my village.
Actually, it's not a village anymore. It's a city. You live in a state now.
The wonderful revolution. But the first Continental Congress actually stated that the New England government was in a state of rebellion.
They kind of expected it, and we just thought we'd throw in a second Continental Congress, you know. No originality with the name, but pretty much it meant that we assumed the powers of our central government, and once again, breaking free, being rebellious from the British government. What are they going to do?
Nothing. Alright, well, that's been the last 25 years. If anything was important to you, sorry, it's not going to end up in the history books.
Probably not.
But this has been Austin Gebhardt.
And this has been David Murphy with the Colonial News Brief. Now, a word from our sponsors.